Have you been sitting around thinking about selling your house, whether you should put it on the market or not? Well, I have some good news for you and a little bit of bad news. So stick around and find out everything that you need to know about today's current market. My name is Eric Hudson. If we haven't met, I'm a real estate agent here in Las Vegas area, and every single day I have people reaching out to me from the local area and around the country wondering about real estate information. If you're one of these people and you'd like to explore the opportunity to purchase real estate, sell a home, or make an investment, please reach out to me. My information is below. You can call me, email, text me. Heck, you can even send a carrier pigeon, and I'll make sure that someone gets back to you and answer all of your questions. Some people have been wondering if now is a good time to sell or buy. They're starting to look at the economy and wonder, what's going to happen? Do I want to jump into the market now? Sit on the shelf? Do I want to sell now? Can I wait a little bit of time? Where am I going to go? Well, here are a few answers for you. First of all, the economy, we are going into a recession. There is no nice way to put that. With that, if you look at the last 10 recessions, 8 out of 10, housing went up. We have a historic low in inventory, and that is not going to change anytime soon. Now, we have basic economics that we have to worry about: supply and demand. As long as there is an issue with supply, like we have now, or an overage of demand, which I'm going to be honest, I still don't get with today's interest rates, well, the prices are going to maintain. Now, the heyday of prices going willy-nilly and, going up $10,000, $15,000 per month, I believe that's over, purely because there is less demand and more people are realizing they want to take advantage of these highs in the market now, and they're putting their houses on the market. So supply is coming up and demand is shifting. Now, first of all, let's start looking into what's going on. Right now, we have about a 1.2 month supply of inventory. Well, if you have 1.2 months, that is still a seller's market. A normal market is 5 to 6 months of inventory. We're at 1.2 right now. Now, maybe it's growing because more people are starting to realize they need to put their homes on the market, but it's not bad. Think about this. Just a couple of years ago, we had a 1.2 month supply of inventory. Did prices go down? No, they went up. They didn't go up the crazy amounts that they did over the last year or so, but they did go up. So we're entering more normalized housing. And the best thing you can do is, if you're a seller, you need to go ahead and list your house. Do not wait. I already have a couple of listings I have coming up where the sellers decided they wanted to spend some time fixing things up. Well, now the market shifted about 3 weeks ago, and houses are now starting to sit on the market a little bit longer. I was in a meeting the other day and we were talking about an agent. I mean, this guy is killing it in the market. He has 11 current listings. Well, he's only been in the market for the time period that we're talking about now, the good times, where you put a house on the market and it sold in the first weekend. So he comes in, he's freaked out because none of his houses are selling. When asked how long have they been on the market, the longest one has been on the market for 9 days. We've gotten a little too used to things like houses just flying off the market. Well, if it sells in 2 weeks, it's flying off the market, believe it or not. Just a couple of years ago, especially prior to the pandemic, houses sat on the market for 2 or 3 weeks for the desirable houses. And then those desirable houses, yet they had offers on them. They may have 3 to 5 offers, not the 30 the offers that people had gotten used to for the last few months. That's over. I don't know of any house that's that desirable, because if you look at the shifts that we're having right now, from the beginning of the year to now, a house costs you over $500 more per month just because of the interest rates. And if you've seen the latest changes, The Fed is expecting to raise interest rates another 0.75 basis points. This is happening because our economy is overheated. Let's look at it. Gas has more than doubled now. I'm sure you've been to the pump. I'm sure you've had that $100 bill. Food it's up 20%. And I find that hard to believe because I was at Costco just this weekend and I was looking at an item I shouldn't be looking at because I'm a little fat in the rear end. It was the Danishes. And I saw the prices on the Danishes and I'm like, wait a minute. They had gone up quite a bit. So did every other food item. Inflation is at 8.6% and may hit 10%. So the government is acting by raising interest rates. And every time they raise that interest rate, it knocks down the purchasing power of the buyer. So as far as sellers go, you cannot expect to get the 30,000 over that your neighbor got. When your neighbor got 30,000 over, your house appreciated by $30,000. Be grateful. Don't expect that you're going to put your house on the market, overprice it, and get 30,000 additional. What you need to do is do the smartest thing, which is list your house for what your neighbor sold theirs for. You may actually get a little bit more money because the market is still very good right now. So the biggest tip I have for you today, if you're a seller and you've been sitting on the fence, we are at peak market. You may not get any more money and it may go completely flat for the next year or two, which means now is the time if you're trying to get into another house, to put your house on the market and to get into that house. If you're a buyer, make sure you get into a house before interest rates go up again, because you don't want to end up paying for the same house and pay another $250 a month. So these are the types of tips I give you every week. And if you're not a subscriber, I would appreciate that little subscribe there from you. And most importantly, I have more videos like this every single week. So if you see some videos pop up on your screen, click one.